There are 37 key theories in that I listed that is useful for the incoming BLEP. These are the theories in organizational psychology. Number one, scientific management, proposed by Fred Taylor. This theory believes that the organization is a machine, a pragmatic machine whose focus is to simply run more effectively. And Taylor believed that scientific principles could be applied to the study of work behavior to help increase worker efficiency and productivity. This scientific management is based on the concept of planning of work to achieve efficiency, standardization, specialization, and simplification. It looks at the advantages of productivity improvement should go to workers. And scientific management says that physical stress and anxiety should be eliminated para maging productive ang mga workers. Capabilities of workers should be developed through training. And traditional boss concept should be eliminated according to scientific management. It is mainly associated with high levels of job specialization and standardization. Fred Taylor conducted the time and motion studies and analyzed temperature, illumination, and other conditions of work, all while looking at the effects of this condition on productivity and efficiency. So kasama ni Frederick Taylor sina Gilbert, yung mag-asawa. And Taylorism has a premise that there is one best way to get the job well done. And the management gathers data from the workers who are in the best position to understand the job duties and tasks. And workers are selected carefully or scientifically and trained so that they become more efficient than ever. And it is done through scientific selection, data collection, and training. And these three are combined to enhance efficiency within the organization. And scientific management goes that workers must be closely supervised and the management must utilize reward and punishment. Number two theories is the bureaucratic theory by Max Weber. Max Weber proposed a bureaucratic organization. He described the structure, organization, and operation of many efficient organizations. So ang focus ng bureaucracy theory is the organization as a whole. Katulad ng scientific management, the focus nila is the worker as a machine. Bureaucratic theory is ideal form of organization. It includes formal hierarchy, division of labor, and a clear set of operating procedures. It is well-defined authority hierarchy with strict rules for governing behavior with few members with higher status on the top. It increases productivity by reducing inefficiencies in organizational operations. So there are 6 characteristics of bureaucratic organization. Number 1, hierarchical. Number 2, division of labor. Number 3, formal selection process. And number 4, career orientation. Number 5, formal rules and regulation and impersonality. Number 3 is the administrative management. Before we go to the administrative management by Henry Fayol, let us look at the advantages of bureaucratic theory. We listed 3 here, which efficiency, predictability, and speed. And there are limitations which are inflexible, empire building, red tape. When we say red tape, lahat ng ginagawa nila is excessive. And the purpose of bureaucratic organization theory is to purposely address problems with traditional authority. Let's move to the number 3, the administrative management by Henry Fayol. It aims to improve organizational productivity by focusing on methods that manager can use to synchronize internal processes. This is the first comprehensive theory of management, and administrative management believes that managerial practices are the key to driving efficiency in organization. So it seeks to heighten managerial performance instead on individual worker efficiency. So he proposed the creation of work groups and functional departments wherein distinct activities are performed which contribute to the accomplishment of greater tasks. So administrative management proposed elements of management or the functions of manager. Number one, forecasting and planning. Number two, organizing. Three, commanding. Four, coordinating. And five, controlling. And there are principles of managerial. Number one, division of work. Two, authority. Three, discipline. And four, the unity of command. Five, unity of direction. Six, subordination of personal interest to general interest. 7. Compensation. 8. Centralization. 9. Scholar chain. 10. Order. 11. Equity. 12. Stability of tenure. 13. Initiative. And lastly, there must be a united spirit in the organization. Let's move to Winsberg. 5 P's of strategy under structural theory. Structural theory. Harry Winsberg proposed how organizations evolve to reach a certain form and shape which permits the organization to function in its surrounding. So the structure of an organization is an adaptive mechanism that permits the organization to function in its surrounding. So there are 5 P's of strategy. We have the plan, ploy, pattern, position, and the perspectives. Let's move to number 5, Elton Mayo. Elton Mayo studies the Houghton experiment. The experiment is conducted in Western Electric Company in Hawthorne, Chicago. It studies if the worker would be more productive depending on the levels of illumination in the factory. It increased productivity when lighting conditions improved. The workers' motivation, isa ito sa mga na-discover niya, that workers' motivation increased due to interest shown by the company in them and their well-being. And let's move to 6, Chester Bernard's comprehensive theory of behavior in formal organizations. He proposed that people in executive roles must foster a sense of purpose, moral codes, ethical visions, and create formal and informal communication systems. And people should cooperate, thus making no place for conflicts among workers. Number 7 is the Henry Simmons application of classical theories in his time. So Herbert Simmons contradicted Henry Fayol's administrative management, and he proposed the human relations movement, wherein social and psychological factors are important in determining worker productivity and satisfaction, and that efficient leaders are employee-centric, democratic, and follow a participative style. And we have number 8 is the Argyris growth perspective. Argyris growth. He believes that growth was a natural and health experience for an individual, so the organization that acknowledged and aided this growth would be more likely to prosper than those that are ignored or actively inhibited this growth. So he believes that there must be a passive to active organisms. And then number 9, the MacGregor's theory, X and Y. So we will discuss this on the next. And number 10, we have the Brooms expectancy theory. So ito yung valence, instrumentality, expectancy. Number 11 is the Hackman's and Oldham's job characteristic theory. And this theory proposed that jobs are motivating when they allow the employees to use variety of skills, and that employees desire jobs that are meaningful, provide them opportunity to be personally responsible for the outcome of their work, and provide them with feedback of the results of their efforts. So jobs will have motivation potential if they allow employees to use a variety of skills, and to connect their efforts to an outcome which has meaning, useful, and is appreciated by coworkers as well as by others in society. There are five core job characteristics according to Hackmans and Oldham's. Number one, skill variety. Two, task identity. Three, task significance. Four, autonomy. And lastly is feedback. Let's move to number 12, Abraham's Maslow's need hierarchy. So people are motivated when needs are met. So meron siyang hierarchy models. Number one that must be met is physiological. Two, safety. Three, love. Four, esteem. Five, in self-actualization. And let's move to number 13, key theories, Alderfer's ERG theory. Si Alderfer theory is ginawa niyang tatlo ang model ni Abraham Maslow. And he believes that fluid ang motivation ng mga tao. It means it changes. So, pwedeng hindi nila ma-meet yung isang level and mag-move agad sila sa next level. And meron siyang 3, which the ERG. E means existence, relatedness for R, and growth for G. Let's move to 14, which Frederick Herbert's two-factor theory. So, sabi ng theory na to, that some factors seem to cause job satisfaction and dissatisfaction. And yung two-factor na to is the motivators. When we say motivators, it is related sa work mismo. The work itself, the type of work, level of responsibility, and the chances for recognition, advancement, and personal achievement. Why hygiene is related to the context in which people perform the job, example, benefits, working conditions, type of supervision, salary, company, and policies. And according to Frederick Herbert, to eliminate job dissatisfaction, the organization must provide basic hygiene factors. The employees must be compensated properly, treated well, and provided with job security.